Welcome to Hattiesburg, Mississippi, home to the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles, and fans have been eagerly anticipating this matchup at The Rock. We're really looking forward to this matchup. We've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass the all-important road test. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, Dave Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Sun Devils will kick it away to start us off. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. On first down, here comes this offense.
Here we go.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Moving past the 25. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
How about setting the tone? Like you're going to cover this game across the field. Get it to him early on the first drive. Let him know this playmaker is going to be touching the ball early and often, and he picks up the big game.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball. One of them is getting the running back going, and the screen is a great way to get him lathered up, get the defense starting to think about him a little bit more now.
The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
The defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Ready,
if they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He finds his man. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Golden Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He caught it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Southern Miss.
You know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So he drives there of 85 yards. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down here for the offense.
Convoy, lasso, let's go.
Give to Brown. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go Way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You can tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
On the ready.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop.
Clear.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Spins away from the defender. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and really nice job by the defender. Listen, a curl route's hard to defend. It's hard to get in front of that guy because he's curling back to the quarterback, but he did a good job not getting pass interference, getting around his body, and knocking the ball to the ground.
Dropping back, it's Bernard. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting a run on that one. They were all back in coverage expecting pass. Here's the running back who breaks through the line of scrimmage, and they just didn't rally fast enough to the football, and they make the tackle short of the first down marker. But there's a good chance they're going to be staying on the field here on fourth down.
Unleashes one, and it's incomplete in the defense hole.
Great defense on that one. They were ready for pass. They forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
On the ground, it's Gray. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Nice move to pick up yardage. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense, in between the tackles. It's a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
And the Golden Eagles are marching down the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man downfield. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Okay, ready? Defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
The short hands, it's great. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back the pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide. Dump it to your playmaker. Running back takes the football. He does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback. Seeing the field, making a play.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
Okay.
First down to start the drive after the break.
Easy.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Got his man quick. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast. And you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
The RPO fire complete to the left.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Ready up.
Second down coming up.
Hold. Here we go.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards. And it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down, you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down.
Get set. Ready, go.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise,
a shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They've got that 3 in their back pocket.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on fourth down.
Igloo.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. It's Harris. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
Razor.
And the Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10.
Let's.
From the gun, running back on the move.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Bernard. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn it upfield for a big gainer.
Lasso.
Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Puts him in the spin cycle. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
I know it's early, but you're down by a lot of points. You've got to go for it here on 4th down, David. I'm finding my best player offensively and giving him a shot.
Okay, ready?
And what you said is all the difference in the world. I'm already down a lot early. I got to make some things happen. This is a situation to get a touchdown. I'm going for it.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead. They still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half when you're fighting to come back by by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points. They can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. You screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
Ready up.
Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again.
42 Spider. 4-2 hot.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Makes his connection. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42s.
Ready?
This offense is clicking everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling it. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
It's caught downfield. Touchdown, Southern Miss. And once he got loose, it was all over.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, and gets to his stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You get me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between the quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
On the go.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark.
Hey.
Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here.
He lets one fly deep. Pulls it in on the left. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Ready.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Ready.
The Sun Devils have pushed it inside the 20.
Set. Ready.
Looking to throw, it's Bernard. Moving away from pressure. On the run, fires downfield. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Colorado steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Boulder a ton of confidence. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Ready.
Now on second down.
3:20
to try to get it himself. It's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. The sure hands, it's Brown. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Quickly to the tight end. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no...
A shot toward the end zone. Just threw that one way too far.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. Never a doubt. Right down the middle.
Well, sudden change situation. You got to give this defense credit. Their offense just turned it over. They held tight. They didn't allow a touchdown. They forced their opponent to kick a field goal. Nice job.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down.
On the ready.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half.
Down.
Now they'll run it to the right here. Smashes through. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half.
Come on.
Comes out throwing on first down. Gonna take a shot. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Looking to throw, it's Bernard. Oh, he wants it all. Makes the grab down the left side. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
Pocket starts to collapse. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Now, and a great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense. Here in the second half, they've got to have the mentality with the lead. We just don't give up any more points. We get the double. We got to make big plays on 3rd down. They made a big one there.
The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Okay,
so what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23?
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's got the tight end. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And listen, I know he just got rocked, but he held on to the football and got the 1st down. So when he has the strength to get back up. Nothing to be worried about. Nice play, nice catch. Don't worry about that big stick. I got the 1st down. Signal that thing for me and celebrate.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Picks up the 1st down. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down.
They get another big run for a 1st down. And if you're on offense, you love the way the offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They picked up a bunch of plays on this drive, and now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes a stop.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown.
4-2 spot.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he wants it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. That helped lead to the home run.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good, and puts one more on the lead. So a drive there of 85 yards. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit about to go to work. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
Ready,
No
break.
doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Time to take a shot. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Lasso.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Great job by the quarterback, the running back, and the offensive line really selling pass. That's step 1. If you're going to run an effective draw, it's got to look like pass, and then boom, you sneak it right to the running back.
Touchdown, Arizona State! And the comeback is on. They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. He makes the connection. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end.
Flare.
Give to the back. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one.
Ready.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work.
Set. Ready. Ringo. Go.
He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Ready
And
up.
come on now, O-line, you got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. The Golden Eagles decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds.
Ready.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting, and if they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real.
Open runway ahead. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy in. Not easy to do.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
On the
Solid
set.
pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
Mason. Slab.
The give out of the gun. Pulled down after a pickup of 5. A statement run in the red zone to the 13.
I think you run that play on second down knowing
Okay, ready?
it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available.
Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. LSU delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Baton Rouge. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll go to the ground. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove. He's doing a nice job increasing it. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He is complete. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a first down. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job on the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down, get the conversion, move the sticks.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Ready?
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down.
22 Spider.
He'll just keep slinging it. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
On the double.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Wide receiver coming across in motion.
Go.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Slings it downfield. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. And the Golden Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs.
Get set. Get set.
He's going to pass. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Ready?
And how about the answer from this defense? You give up a huge play. What do?
Let's go.
Bounce right back, rush the quarterback, put pressure on him, and get the enormous sack.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Got it.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here.
Here we go.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop after that last incompletion setting up fourth down. Do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down.
Slide 22.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Dances away from the heat. Unloads to the wideout. Finds his man enough for the first. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now. This offense needs to get some points.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
Listen, a lot of time tips and deflections are because you got great eyes and vision on the quarterback. You see him release the football, you break on it, you tip that thing, and make sure the receiver can't get it.
This time it's complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good game. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
On the ready.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11.
Flare. Flare. Hold.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Looking for the score. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And a great way for this defense to finish off this game as time has expired. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.